We're live. Hello, everybody. Guess who we have with us today?
I'm back.
Hi, Sam. I'm so glad you're here today. This is going to be so fun.
I've been really looking forward to this one, Sarah. Like, especially when you told me we get Sara and Kristen today. Because at first it was just Sara. I was like, awesome, and then you added like double trouble to it. So
double trouble.
I'm here for it.
I never promised Kristen because
I like to be a mystery. I like to be a mystery.
I know. Well, Kristen wasn't promised, so I didn't send her any beads. So I'm so fascinated to see what Kristen makes with air today.
Yeah. Just magically appears.
Justice for Kristen. She needs beads.
So funny. Hey, everybody. Oh my gosh. So excited to have you here with us, Sam, and happy that I got to join you all. I like that there's a little air of mystery. Will I or won't I be here?
Never know. So if you're not familiar with us, this is Sam from Sam's Bead Shop, and Kristen and I are from softflexcompany.com. And we are two bead businesses, both in the Bay Area.
Yes.
And we are teaming up today to do a really fun collaboration looking over Sam's July bead box. And then he's going to give us all the inside scoop on what's going on at Sam's Bead Shop. And of course, we'll also let you in on what's happening at softflexcompany.com because we have a brand new sale that launched today and a really cute new bead from Green Girl Studios that we want to share with you as well.
Oh, I think I have that bead. You sent me one of those beads. They're very cool.
I did. Yeah. I'll show it. I'm going to go right here. So I'm going to kick it off by just talking a little bit about our deal, and then we'll get into it with Sam, and I'll open up his bead box, which I have here, which is huge. Sam,
all the beads, Sarah.
Oh, I can already see so many treasures in there.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to open that. Okay. But we got to get down to business first. We are doing a free Twilight Sky bead mix when you order. Is it over $59, Kristen?
Yes, $59, retail orders only.
Yeah, and so it's this colorway. This isn't the exact mix because I have mixed in some beads from my strands and things. I've been beading with this colorway for the last month. It was our colorway for Midsummer Market, and I just cannot get enough of it. So I had a couple designs here just so you can kind of see how those colors marry together. But it's a really beautiful mix. I think you're going to love it. And if you get a Twilight Sky trio too, you can really play with the beads and the wire to make some really fabulous, beautiful things. This is painted with Ultimate Paint. And then these are beads, I believe, from the mix. And then this guy, I did more beads from the bead strands, I think, on this. Maybe a few from the bead mix. And then painted that gorgeous pendant. These are just really fun, beautiful colors. And I think you're going to really, really enjoy it. So here is that brand new castle bead that we added today. It's made by Green Girl Studios. It is a large hole bead. And so I took some Softflex craft wire and wrapped it to make it into a sweet little pendant. But it's cool. It's a snail with a shell, and then the castle is kind of growing out of the snail shell, like a snail's castle.
Yeah, it's really like fantasy. It's very fun and imaginative. And Kim says, oh, I have that sweet snail with his house. I think she just picked it up at one of our live sales.
Yeah, we had it at our last live sale. We have a few left over, so I thought I'd throw them on the website. For a couple reasons. We're kicking off Fantasy Month in the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group. We pick a new trend every month that we think is hot and popular. And this month is fantasy. And I just thought this was like the perfect little charm for a fantasy inspired design. Also, we'll have Cynthia here on Friday for a live beading party at 12 p.m. Pacific. So
Susie says it looks like a fairy garden, and I've had some friends that have made little fairy gardens with their kids, and I was just thinking how cute that little snail would be if you made a little fairy garden out in your backyard or under a little tree or something. That would be a fun addition.
Fairy garden. I mean, we have a kids garden that they have fairy inspired things in there. So that would be fun to hang one of those out there. They would probably really love that. Pretty much anything Cynthia makes is nature inspired, and she just has a really fun, magical sense of creativity. So if you want to pick those up, you can find that at softluxcompany.com, and you can get that free mix as well. But yeah, Sam, tell us about your bead boxes.
Absolutely. So if folks haven't, so this is Sam's Bead Box. It's our monthly package of awesomeness, I like to say. And there's a whole lot. You get a whole theme of beads each month. So I'm so glad Sarah's laying this out so we can kind of get a sense of what we were going for. It obviously was very beachy. We called it Sand and Sea. And this was our July box. So this shipped out earlier in July, and we've been making with it for the last couple of weeks. And it's just full of my original idea of this was I just wanted all the beautiful blues, and then I wanted those golden sandy elements. So you'll see all these champagne tones, you'll see gold pieces from Tierra Cast, just everything that reminded me of like those lovely shimmering tones at the beach. It's not just the water, but I also think comes from the sand. Because I think both are kind of part of the beauty of a beach. It's not just the water, because then that's just the ocean. You also get the sand.
So drool worthy right now. I am just like, what is happening with every bag she opens?
Aw. Sarah, you're quite the Vanna White with showing off beads. I need to get some more technique. I love seeing each bag getting opened very quickly. It's really cool.
It is. It's mesmerizing. I'm like, ooh, what's next? What's next?
It's like she's done this before.
Sam, how much does one of these boxes cost?
Yeah,
Do they know what's in it when they buy it?
No, so it's a subscription so that you don't know what box is coming to, and that's kind of half the fun. It's $45 a month plus shipping, so it ends up being for US folks $50 a month, and you get usually around $80 of beads. So that's the actual price of what they would be in the shop if sold individually. So it's a pretty good deal, I think. And you get the whole curated element going for it as well, because we spent many hours coming up with what beads we think would look together. We try to balance it so you have a range of sizes, of drill types, of focals, metals, because we really want you to be able to take this box and pretty much just use it to make. So you just have to use your own findings, grab some soft flex wire, and you pretty much, if you want to, can pretty much design just from the beads of the box as your palette of inspiration.
Is this exact kit available right now?
It is indeed. Sometimes we have extra boxes, and this is one of those months where we made a few extra, and because we had sold out of it, we made these extras. So if you would like one of the last 20 boxes, those are on samsbeadshop.com, which is separate than samsbeadbox.com, which is where you actually subscribe to the box.
Oh, that's good to know. Gotcha.
And I did make a code. I was like, okay, we're going to be partying with Sara and Kristen today. So I made a $5 off code for if someone wants to pick up their first, if they want to start their subscription, they can use code SOFTFLEX as one word, and they'll get $5 off their first box. So that would be for if you subscribe now, you get the August box. That wouldn't work for the July box. It would just work to start a new subscription.
So is how it works. You have the subscription base where they have to sign up, now for August. But if you happen to have any left over, then they go up for sale on your website.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's $10 less purchased as a subscription because you don't know it's coming.
Right.
It's a little bonus.
A little mystery bonus. And then, you get all of this goodness every month, which is fantastic.
Yeah. We really try to vary the themes. I can already tell you the August box is in huge contrast to this one, which I love when months really feel different. What do you say?
What is the August box?
Oh, wait. Sorry, what we say?
She tried to get sneaky there.
You heard me. No, so the August box hasn't gone out yet.
It has not gone out yet, and it's my favorite secret that I get to hold until around the 10th of each month.
Ooh. Oh, so it comes out about the 10th?
Yeah, this month we're ahead of schedule, so we're going to ship on Monday. So if you get subscribed, if you actually subscribe like but before Friday, Saturday, we'll definitely get yours out on Monday. But you have until the 9th of each month to subscribe. It automatically renews. You can skip a month, you can cancel.
Perfect timing.
Oh yeah,
Right.
This is that absolutely. If you want an August box, then now is a great moment to snag one.
Look at how pretty. I love those big. What are those? Yes, those, Sarah. Yep. You knew exactly what I was talking about.
They're a type of shell bead, actually. I thought they would work so nicely because I actually like the look on both sides is quite cool.
I was just gonna say that I like both sides.
Is it a conch shell?
I was told it was a Shiva shell.
Shiva eye shell, freeform focal.
We also got these. If you're someone who doesn't like quite as freeform of beads, we also have those in like a nice, perfect coin shape and square shape on the website as well.
So let's talk about this, Sam.
Yay! I'm so glad you asked because I've been waiting to get some more soft flex for the shop, and like I think I finally figured out how I want to do more of the soft flex features, and that's finding the colors that match that month's box. So these are
delicious.
I went on the little message and I messaged Sara and James and I was like, can we make a trio to go with this box? What do you think? And we came up with these 3 tones that we thought would match. We got that turquoise in the middle, was absolutely had to have the turquoise color to match the aquas.
The blue topaz and the champagne.
And that blue topaz you guys have discontinued. So like I feel like this is like a specialty collector's item trio right now.
It is, yeah. We won't be making any new trios with the blue topaz. So that is what we have left is what we have left. So it's all in mostly open stock or in existing trios. This trio is exclusively being sold by Sam. And whenever you buy a trio, you get a little bit of a discount because you're buying 3 10-foot spools instead of a single 10-foot spool. So it is a very good way to buy our wire if you're trying multiple different colors and you're just kind of curious and interested in colors of soft flex.
Absolutely. I actually didn't know about the trio deal. Like I somehow have always shopped the single rolls. And then I learned about the trio deal. I was like, whoa, this is fun. So we have a similar trio deal on, since we're offering this, we offered a similar deal where like normally the 3 rolls would be like $24.95. But if you get that trio on the site, it's $20. You get like $5 savings.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Deb Floros is here and she says perfection on that colorway. And then we've got Sue say that turquoise and champagne are her favorite beading wire colors. Oh my gosh.
What am I going to make? There's so much to choose from. It's really a little overwhelming. I always love these melons.
Maybe you should have shared some, Sara.
No, it's all mine, Kristen. All mine. I'm really digging this color though, because it's very oceany. I love these. These are really unique, you guys. This isn't something you find every day.
Yeah, we actually started having some Czech beads custom made for the box, starting with this box.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is like a new level of fun. So I can tell you what we designed. So basically it's like existing Czech shape and then we get to pick the color and the finishes on it. So we did that one, which is our table cut anchor. And then that oval you have in your tray with the multi-colors in it.
Ooh, that one's a cool one.
We ordered that custom. What else? Rachel's here also. We're just like at least, and both the table cut coins in that, the wheels and the flowers were the other custom ones.
No way. They're beautiful. Those are the flowers you picked up, Sara, before, and you were just like, oh, these are pretty.
Yeah, these ones.
Aren't those special?
Yes. They're really, really beautiful.
Those usually come in like opaque glass colors, but I thought that the translucent glass would lend well to it.
Mm-hmm.
So we picked out, it's actually like a crystal clear glass, and we put a couple finishes on it to give it that like beachy, worn vibe.
It's beautiful.
Oh, look at how you can see through it. It's so pretty.
Wow, actually looks like a stain, like seeing you hold it, it looks like a little stained glass window.
It does.
Those are very special, Sam.
And then what are the wheels? Is that those littler ones? Yeah, that one there.
Yeah, those are also a little table cut wheel. It's so, doing the custom is so helpful because we get to get these more thematic type beads. Like if we're doing a beach box, we want to get things like wheels and anchors that match our theme. It's so nice.
Very cool. Okay, so what am I going to make and what are you going to make, Sam? Let's look at your table too.
Ooh,
there.
Absolutely. So I started laying out a few things because I did a little digging on the Softflex site beforehand because I don't know if folks know, but there's a whole School of Design tab on that website, and it is a wealth of information.
Oh my gosh, it's so many years in the making, that section, that it's just crazy how much
I know.
is in
I was
there.
trying to find like a Sara tutorial from like the 2000s or something, but like
it's hard.
Like I went to Sarah's like there's like an Ask Sara section. I remember you told me a while back that you started up a while ago. And so I was like, okay, maybe I can go down that page and find like a really old project. But it was actually just like the 101 of Softflex, which was also helpful. But obviously not, I was looking for a project. So I scrolled some of the projects pages and found Kristen's Valentine bracelet.
Ooh.
Where she did a technique that I have not done before, and I'm trying to see how it works. I had like 1 minute to watch the video, and it's something like this, where each bead goes on a loop and continues forward. I didn't do any crimping on the end yet, but I'll figure that out later. It's fine.
I think I usually leave the first loop open without a bead on it so that you can connect it a little more easily.
Well, that makes absolute sense. I'm so glad you're here today, Kristen. What would I've done without you?
We probably could have made it work somehow anyway, because you can always figure something out, a couple of extra jump rings.
You got fancy actually with crimping. You actually crimped like a loop at the end, but I was gonna start it out a different way and see what happened. So I'm gonna do what you just suggested. But also on my table, I've got a little palette of seed beads. It's another offering we've added to go along with the bead box. We make these little palettes of seed beads to match the box.
With the trio too.
These ones are size 8 Tohos, but we've also been getting 11Os. That's our main other size. So we have made a similar palette with some 11Os. We've been tinkering with 15Os, 6Os, but the 8Os and 11Os are what folks have been really wanting, so we're focusing more on those.
Very nice.
I'm not a seed beater, Sara. I'm learning slowly from Danielle, but I use them as spacers. Like,
who's seed bead crazy is Candy Cooper.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
Seed beater, and all of a sudden, every time I turn her on, I'm like, "Oh, she's seed beading again."
It's amazing. I want to watch all of those.
Because she was always just like, I remember a couple of years ago, she was just like, I just can't do it. It's just not in me. And now she's like way in. She got bitten by the seed bead bug for sure.
Full force.
And they're a great lightweight spacer too if you're not a seed beater. So like this one features some 11Os. And you can, like, I varied how I use them too. So if I want to feature a bead, maybe put some extras around it.
Perfect. I love them as little spacers too.
They're just so helpful to have around. So every time we add a new palette, I get to add to my collection and then have another spacer option. It's so fun and I'm basically using it in every design now. So I'm obsessed. I might be also becoming seed bead obsessed by the day.
There's something about them.
That way.
I wish could challenge Kristen that this is the bead I was hoping to see what y'all would do with it with Softflex. They're these like larger nuggets. And
They're really cool.
I think they would string up well, but I don't know how I want to do that yet.
Well, I'm gonna go to what screen can we do where we can see everybody? Let's go like that. And then we can scroll back and forth between our hands. Does that look good?
Nice. I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So this is where I'm starting. I think I'm gonna make a little pendant using soft wax here at the bottom, and then I'll
pretty.
string up the back. So I'm going to go with the Champagne Extreme, which is in Sam's new trio. This is a little bit different than our regular soft flex. This one is made with a copper alloy, and is 19 strands of it braided together with a clear nylon coating. And this one happened just by accident. We were working on innovating our silver and gold to make them more cost effective. And we got a sample of them before they were plated to make sure that it looked okay.
Yeah.
And it came in this champagne color. And we were like, oops. And we were like,
it's
what?
so
We love this.
pretty. Like how, what?
Like this is one that's like quickly on the way to becoming my favorite new tone because of how
Yeah.
versatile it is.
Yeah, it's really soft and it kind of blends with so many different colors. It's really pretty.
Like folks talk about like the satin silver as like the basic bead wire, but what if it was something like this? Because it has a silvery quality to it that I think means that you could use it with gold and silver elements, or probably almost any metal.
Yeah,
So
and
I'm team champagne.
since the pandemic started, we haven't been able to produce 24 karat gold or sterling silver because it's just too expensive. I think we have a sterling silver batch going through right now.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
champagne
for the end
is
of the year or
such
something.
a lovely option. If you love gold tones, it works really well with gold.
Yeah, and I think it's a great, because like our antique brass is a lovely option too, but it's definitely darker. So the champagne gives you a little more of that brighter, lighter tone. And it is manufactured slightly differently. So people should be aware that it does feel a little bit different. So if you've never tried it before, this trio is a great chance with Sam to try all, the regular soft flexing color and the champagne and see how they are. They have a little bit different of a feel to them.
They're different construction.
They are made with copper core, which actually makes it our like eco-friendly beading wire too, which is something we don't talk about too much.
Oh, because it could be made from recycled copper? Or what's the main plus for that?
There's a lot more waste when you work in steel than when you work in this copper alloy. And so that is why we have considered it more environmentally friendly.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's just a really lovely product. So to make my pendant, I just crimped there at the bottom, attached to that really nice Tierra cast shell, which I love. And now I'm going to grab another 2x2 soft flex crimp tube from my bin over here. And then I will do the same at the top, leaving a loop big enough that I can string it like a pendant. So I'm going to bring that down and I'm going to do a decent sized loop. I'm planning on stringing it between these two seed beads, so it doesn't need to be huge. But you can kind of bring it in. I also want to straighten my wires out inside of my crimp tube so that they're not crisscrossing, so that I'll get a really nice straight connection. And sometimes what I'll do to get my best, closest connection is I will just gently hold on to the crimp, pull up from the loop, and then compress. That'll give you that little 4-corner ravioli, and then turn on its side and compress again. And there I've already just created this really sweet little unique special pendant that I can string in the middle of my design.
Well, I'm obsessed with that.
So cute. I love that bead. That is such a pretty bead.
It's meant to be really like in the center of things for sure.
The whole combination you came up with combining those different table cuts there is gorgeous. I love that you grab the flowers too up there.
Yeah, I love those. I mean, they're really special. So if I'm gonna get a chance to bead here, I'm gonna choose like the most special, nicest things. Maybe I'll send you the rest, Kristen.
I can get all the leftovers. No, at least the leftovers are still absolutely gorgeous. So I'll take them.
We've been joking because Sam sent me beads thinking I would share them with Kristen, but he must not know me very well because I was like, nope, they're here.
Sam, I think it was last week. He was like, oh, wait a minute. Does Kristen have beads? And I was like, nah, nope, it's all right. Nope, Sarah kept them all.
Kristen, you could do some painting.
I could.
You could see this palette.
Kristen has beads there too.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh, fantastic.
I have the Twilight sky beads in front of me with some painted elements. So I will show you guys that when we get a chance too. But I see that Kim said she was hoarding her 24 karat gold soft flex. I don't blame you, Kim. I would totally be hoarding it too.
You could probably sell it for a lot of money right now if you put it on eBay or something.
Andrea said, what's the wire called again? I'm loving the sound of it. So go check out Sam's Bead Shop and grab the Softflex trios that he has there. And you'll get the blue, the turquoise, and the champagne color that we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So you guys know what I got to do yesterday?
Please tell.
I got to go to Softflex owner Mike Sherman's bead room and dig through all of his beautiful trays of beads.
Oh my gosh.
So many beads. I'm sure it was just like super overwhelming and fun.
It was awesome.
He's like a very gemmy person, right? Like
he is. Yes. But I mean, there's a lot of other stuff too, like really special Czech glass beads, really special Venetian glass beads, extremely special lampwork glass beads. It's really interesting. So years and years ago, and just so you guys know, this little shell wasn't all the way completely open. But it was really easy just to take a little piece of Softflex craft wire and just kind of stuff it in there and open up that hole so that you can then string it on your beading wire, no problem. So if you get one like that too, you'll know you can open it up yourself and it's no big deal. It's just a little bit of like a coating over the top of it that sometimes covers the hole. Anyway, years and years ago, Mike got into an accident and his life changed overnight. And leading up to that, he had been doing a lot of international traveling. We had been doing a lot of bead shows. And so he would often design, because in his mind, he eventually was going to go back to just making jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually Softflex would run itself and he would get to do what he loved most, which was make jewelry. And so he often would just take like trays of beads home with him so that he could bead. He would take them on trips. He would just take them everywhere he went with the hope and desire that he would be selling jewelry once again at some point. And so this bead room is just full of tray after tray of mixtures of beads that are unorganized because it's not his style, but are like the best beads Softflex.
Can't relate.
Like the very best beads Softflex has ever carried. And the most beautiful beads Softflex has ever had. They've all been stuck in this bead room since his accident. And so, I mean, some of them we were able to get out earlier, but it's just a complicated story. But we were able to get to a bunch of them yesterday, and Rosa and James are over there again today. And so we will be
Oh, are they? I didn't realize they were back today.
Wow.
Yeah.
today. And then I left yesterday and I was like, the goal is to get as many beads as Mike will let you take out of here.
Oh my gosh.
They were like, okay, Sara.
Like, that's the goal. Get them out of here.
That is the goal. Get them
Everyone
out
grab a bag. Let's go.
Get them to the gallery. Don't let him talk you out of it.
Oh my gosh.
No, he's ready. He's ready to let go of them too. But it's like a trip down memory lane. You know, I think all of you can imagine out there who are collectors of beads, just like Mike and myself. When you see a bead that you bought from a certain person or in a certain place or at a certain time, you know, it's just, it's hard. It's hard to let go of those things.
I absolutely feel like I have beads tied to like a very special person that like I can't part with. Like it's like it's been too many years at this point. Like, no, these are like, I don't know, that like they're of the person.
Right.
It becomes really hard. It's really hard. I even had a friend over one time who doesn't make jewelry, doesn't bead or anything. And I remember showing her like my little box of pendants that I had waiting to be used. And it's like, I was getting like itchy when she was like touching certain ones. Cause I was like, oh, like, don't, you know, like, no, like she wouldn't even be someone that would be like, oh, can I have this? Cause she's not making jewelry, but I still was like, oh my gosh, like put that one back.
I've finally gotten better about like, because I've actually learned more and more of my friends I didn't even know are beaders. And I don't use my personal stash. I feel like I have like 2 eras of my beads. It's like all my personal beads from when I was only making jewelry. And then I have all the beads from since running the shop. And I've gotten much better slowly about letting my friends kind of just go through the stash and pick out some things. Because I'm like, oh, actually, if you make something and wear out of it, or at least have the possibility of getting to make something and wear some of these beads, like that's awesome. That I would love that actually.
It is awesome. It is awesome. But it's funny how we can get so attached, right?
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Like, yeah. Well, I sat with him and we went over, because we started off just looking through it, thinking about what he wouldn't care about. Because I've known Mike a long time. I have a pretty good sense for what's most meaningful, you know, to him. And so we went through that stuff first, and then we started setting aside the things that I thought were maybe more meaningful. And I sat down and looked through those with him, and there were like really cool African trade beads, special lamp work beads, Venetian glass beads. And there were a couple things where I was like, you know, it is okay to keep things. So it's like, if you really love it and it brings you joy, you should keep it, you know. But if it's not bringing you joy,
no, it's literally the KonMari method in action.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
It actually works really well. I've been going through some of my bead trays, and literally I'm like, is this sparking joy? No. I can let it go. I can say thank you. I can let it go. It is okay.
Yes. Yeah.
It does work.
And then I just give it away.
About that. I think that helped a little bit, you know.
And then also I can give it away to a customer, and guess what? They're probably gonna like fall in love with it and actually use it, and that's like even better.
Yeah.
So Sam, you're getting a lot of love for your loops right now, and
I can't take credit.
Susie says, can you show what you have started closer to the camera, please? It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. No, you totally made it your own. Look at that. It's beautiful.
So this is the designs Kristen made on the Valentine's class. I was like, wait, that's so pretty. So she did this technique with these loops going all the way around the bracelet. And then I get distracted while I design. So I was like, wait, seed beads. And so I started adding.
I like the variation. That looks super great.
So that'll kind of be the focal. Those are some 8.0 Toho seed beads. So if you actually get this palette, you'll get these it's called old gold seed beads. You'll get them in the palette. And then with the champagne wire, they match really nicely. And I love the like,
it's flexible. I know.
This is satisfying.
Diane says, I really like the loop Sam is making. I didn't realize that Softlex would make nice circles like that. I'm going to have to try it. Softlex loves to be in a circle. Like it really loves it. So any circle hoop earring design, like circles, like it just really is happy in a circle.
It's true. It's its best life is living in a circle.
Well, because it has like a nice strength to it. I've tried a similar technique to this using beading thread, and I would have had to reinforce these loops for them to hold their shape better. Because I tried this with some like basic beading thread, and it doesn't work the same. Because the Softlex has so many strands of the steel going through it, it keeps its shape better. Steel wants to keep its shape. So
I'm going to tell you too, I've done this design where there's no clasp even, and it's a bangle because of that stretchiness that you were just showing. If you make it large enough to kind of stretch over your, the middle of your hand, then you don't have to have a clasp because you can kind of just stretch it over, which is kind of fun.
Well, that's genius. I love that idea. I should talk to you guys more.
I think Sara probably taught me that, I'm sure. Because she's really good with that kind of stuff.
Someone else taught me that too. I mean, really over the years, when you design for Softlex, all ideas sort of become Softlex ideas, and we interpret them in different ways and different designs. I'm loving how this is turning out. I'm going to flip over here.
Emily says that's why it comes on spools. Yes, that's right.
That is why.
Softlex is happy in a spool.
So true. So I'm just doing a really fun pattern. These are really pretty beads. I don't think I need to do anything like really extra special other than just make a really beautiful necklace. And you could probably, with this amount of beads, make,
oh my gosh,
I don't even know how many beautiful.
Has anyone tried that, Sam, to see like how many things you can make out of a box?
Actually, yes. There's a great Orchid and Opal video where she turned an entire bead box, I think it was the February one, into jewelry. She had like maybe like a small pile of beads left at the end, and that was it. It was really cool. She basically started by dividing up the whole box, arranging it in like color patterns she liked, making the pieces. I mean, it was basically her way to use basically every bead. It was so cool. So like a great challenge.
I love that. She's a great designer too.
Oh my gosh, Jean is amazing.
Yeah.
She is. So what else is new at Sam's Bead Shop?
It feels like there's so many things happening these days. It's like this is a fun summer at the shop right now. We did our June theme was Summer of Fun, and when we were planning it, I was like, wait, this is 1 month. What if we planned an entire summer of fun, like starting with this box? So we like really went all out for it. So there's a few different elements to it. So obviously we have the bead boxes going all summer. We did the Summer of Fun box, we did this beachy box, and then we have August is kind of the last main summer box.
Which the theme for August is
so funny.
Sara can't handle secrets.
Like Simon says.
So we have the bead boxes, and then I was like, wait. And we also do a lot of live sales at the shop. We do a live sale every Tuesday and every Thursday at the shop. It's kind of like our main hangout where we show everything new that arrives. So we're like, hey, we gotta spice up the live sales for summer also. So I came up with $5 deals where I basically have contacted every supplier that I work with and like, tell me the things that you want to clear out, that you want to discount. And we've basically been doing every day gets its own color. So we just did our greens yesterday, Garden of Greens.
Oh, I did see that email and it was beautiful.
It's so fun. And so
Kristen's
we're doing
our
like
resident green girl.
and you just get like we're just all these cool things. So like this was like a whole can I zoom in? Can I zoom on myself for a second?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me switch it.
Okay. Thank you.
Here we go.
So like here's one of these like luster leaf mix we made where you get all these cool colors of leaves.
Pretty.
And so we got a nice discount on those. So we're able to pass forward. And so basically we're doing like deals in every color. This was part of our greens day. But you can also go to the website to see all the blues. You can see all the reds. And then continuing, y'all should just stick around this summer and you'll see we're going to keep doing the $5, $10 deals all summer. And it's just fun. We're just trying to keep things extra fun right now. I think we could all use a little bit of lightness. And
Yes.
also, I think we could all use a deal right now is like also why I started searching because I don't know, the world is changing and it's a nice way to still get a bead fix without having to break the bank. So
true. Yeah, for sure.
So if you want to kind of stay in the loop, just definitely join our email list. I send an email out before the sales when we release something like a Softlex trio, so definitely make sure you're on the email list that Thomas looks like just put a link to joinsamsbeadshop.com.
And Cindy said she is on her 5th piece from this box. She's having so much fun.
So does everybody post their pieces into your Facebook group?
Oh yeah, it's the best thing ever. It's so much fun.
I love that.
Yeah, we have the Gem Chat group and I just get to scroll the Gem Chat group seeing all the pretty things people made. It's the best part of my day.
It is a lot of fun to be able to see what everyone's making with
because you guys make some beautiful kits and it's so nice to see like a kit come to life. Like yes, it's cool to see the kit itself, but then the kit as an art piece is kind of its own level.
It's the best.
Jacqueline says that my name had a shout out during the green night. I missed it.
During the which night? Oh, about greens?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Was it in the chats, Jacqueline? That's pretty funny.
That's my guess. That's funny.
Everybody knows.
I outed you for your color choices. That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's one of those colors that shows up like in my, I'm actually working on my green shoes in my wardrobe. So I've got like 3 pairs now of green shoes. So I've got like sandals, I've got sneakers, and then just like a casual, like low casual sneaker. So I'm working on that. And then I have a ton of green clothes and I'm wearing green nail polish. So I'm just really just embracing it.
I didn't actually know this about you, Kristen. I'm so glad to get to learn this about you today.
It's definitely a color that's in like every painting I've ever done probably has green somewhere.
Oh my goodness.
Thomas, will you send James an email to send Sam some bead stoppers?
I did at one point own Softlex bead stoppers, and they're kind of my favorite thing with the rubber tips.
Mm-hmm.
But I lose my bead stoppers, so I use my kitchen clip.
You can, yeah, I know, totally.
I have a little box of them right next to me because I can't live without bead stoppers.
That's what I do too.
Oops.
Okay, I'm gonna add a clasp to my design here, so I'm just gonna come back over here and let me get that up there. I'm using the gold-filled crimp tube again. This is a 2x2.
Nice.
And I'm going to use this little maker's clasp from Tierra Cast. Really, really pretty, very simple but beautiful clasp.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. I've seen that clasp. Absolutely. We have we have that one in the shop. That one's a great clasp.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I use it quite a bit. This and the Anna's clasp, which is also a small toggle, I use pretty frequently. I'm always going to make sure there's some room for your clasp to move around, straighten out my wires inside of that crimp tube, and then I'm going to crimp it again with the magical crimpers. So we have a couple fun things coming up as well. We are going to be hosting Cynthia from Green Girl Studios on Friday.
Jealous.
It's so fun at 12 o'clock. You can find all of our events on our Softflex Company page in the event section. And then who do we have coming up next week, Kristen?
Oh gosh.
Next Wednesday.
I think
next Wednesday is Customer Appreciation Week.
Oh yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah. Well, it's a kit launch day. Yes.
Launch day.
Oh my God,
I was gonna say, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's in September.
Yeah. No, yeah, we haven't.
You guys, we're doing Customer Appreciation Week kit launch next Wednesday. We have 10 companies that are banding together for Softflex Company's Customer Appreciation Week. Sam is one of them. It's going to be happening in September, but we're all launching our kits on the same day next Wednesday. And we're going to have a little show where everyone can come show their kit with their design using Softflex beading or craft wire in a new and unusual and special way. And we're really, really excited. We've got Sam at Sam's Bead Shop, but we've also got Danielle Wicks.
Yes.
We've got Jill Wiseman.
Wow.
We've got, I'm really happy about that because I love working with Jill. We have got Rebecca from Design and Adorn is doing a Kumi Hemo project. We've got the Myrix Looms folks. Elena is back with a really interesting project on a loom.
It's a good mix of stuff. All the projects are like rolling in today and this week. And so, yeah, it's pretty fun to see what everyone is up to.
I know Rachel's emailing ours in today because we finalized it yesterday.
Yay!
I'm very excited to see what you think. It's really, I think it's really cool.
Oh, I saw Joyce from Just Beat It today.
I love her. I love all these people.
So
And Neela, and Neela's on everyone.
And Neela, yes, Neela too, of course.
How many of these chat times do we have between the people? And can we add more?
I know. Yeah, we don't want to steal too much of everyone's time, but we are really excited. Kristen is designing a really special swag option that we'll be unveiling that week. But Customer Appreciation Week is really a love letter to all of you. It is an opportunity to learn a lot of different things using Softflex in many, many, many different ways. But it's also a love letter to some of our favorite people in the industry, like Sam, who we just love to work with. And we want to make sure you guys get to see them up close and personal and really get to know them through that special week. So it is going to be fantastic.
I can't believe we're like on kit launch already. Like that it just feels like, oh, it's real. It's coming.
It is coming.
I'm just so honored that you reached out to us to join this year because I think it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, no, I know you're going to do an amazing job. And it's just nice to get to work with you guys in that capacity. So
absolutely.
Look at that. I have what I think is just a really beautiful but simple necklace.
Let's take a closer look of your pendant, Sarah. Somebody was asking how you made it. So let's take a closer look at that.
Yeah, so I just crimped on either side of the big bead, making basically like a connector. Just with a crimp tube, a 2x2 millimeter Softflex crimp tube, and the magical crimpers. And then I can just string it like a pendant.
I love it. Oh, a few people are saying that they still use their mug from last Customer Appreciation Week.
Another day.
And Rosalinda says, are we getting another mug? No. It's something different. And I love it. And I hope you guys do too. I just approved it today. And so, we should have it in a couple weeks.
Very exciting.
For the swag bag, you're giving us more time to come up with it. And I haven't any idea. I should phone the audience right now. What kind of Sam's Bead Shop swag? Because you wanted each company to put a little bonus thing in. And I was like, ooh, there's so many things we could do. Like literally endless. What have folks done in the past?
I think, I mean, I'm not going to answer for everyone, but I imagine most of you are going to say beads.
But that's so predictable.
I know, but your beads are not predictable. So do
That's
you have
right.
an unpredictable bead?
What if it was like the world's tiniest bead box?
Oh,
That's really cute.
like a mini bead box?
Yeah.
This is a bead box for ants.
No, literally, like it just was like, yes.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
Deb, we did a mug last year and we put all of the presenters' faces on it. And it's super cute. I love it. Whenever I'm feeling like a little, I don't know, funky in the morning, I'm like, life's a little rough. I grab for that mug and I see all these happy,
Aww.
smiley bead people that I love. And it just makes me feel good.
It is really cute.
I have this dream, Sarah, of making like laser cut bead pendants, but like not dissimilar like what like Andrew does, except I want them to be faces. So like you could like we would turn your face into a cartoon. And then
my gosh.
it would be a collector's
I love where this
charm.
is going.
And it's a collector's charm. So like you could get a charm for all your favorite bead people and put it on, and you can make a whole bracelet or whatever you want with it.
Oh my God, stop. And do it.
Because there's a laser cut machine in my building, because it's like a shared building of different businesses.
So now we know what Sam's bead is going to be in the swag bag. It's going to be his face.
It's just my face.
Oh
No,
my
but
God.
I don't know anything about how to use things like Adobe Illustrator, so I actually can't do it myself. So I'm gonna have to phone some friends to figure that one out, because not a clue.
You've got a friend right here that
I know
knows
you
that
do.
stuff.
Wink, 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 wink.
I mean, I will say there are times where Kristen doesn't quite get someone's face right, though. So
This has happened.
be mindful. Something may happen to you in the process.
Just, you know what? You have to like, what's the word I'm looking for? Try not to have the edit. I need a max on the amount of edits I can make, because I had this one project that the amount of edits that happened on it, but by the time it was done, I was so overlooking at it, nor could I even see that maybe there were some extra things happening on their face.
All kinds of extra things.
You know, like an extra ear.
No.
I'm the owner of the company. Yes.
Yes.
We did an advertisement with Mike and Scott in it, and Kristen gave Mike an extra ear.
I did.
Nobody got it.
We looked at this thing so many times that by the time it went finally proofed to print, it was like nobody even saw the extra ear, because everyone else looked at it. So
We were so over it.
Wait, the ear got printed?
Oh, it got printed.
In a magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that proves how lovely the Softflex owners are.
Emily says, sounds like my wedding invitations. You had an extra ear on your wedding invitations, Emily?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, or just so much editing that after a while, it's hard to proof when you've like looked at something a million times and had to change things so many times. Oh my gosh.
You guys are killing me today.
I think that was the last time they were in their picture was in an advertisement. That's for sure.
I'm pretty sure they were never willing to do that again.
Oh my God. So I ended up switching to make a possible secondary bracelet to go with this one. And I've been wanting to try this. My sister's been obsessed with doing this looping technique. These are 11 seed beads from, I think, the Reds palette we just released that had like Valentine's colors. And
I can see why she's obsessed with that.
It's so nice with the soft flex. Like, I feel like unstoppable with the soft flex in my hand.
It's beautiful. I love that. it feels very oceany to me too for some reason. Like
Yeah,
there's just something, it feels kind of like there are little pearls around it or something.
That's what it is. That's totally it. Because I was like, yeah, this feels right, but I haven't figured out why yet. Because it's not
like an ocean wave. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Absolutely.
Cool.
Wanda said it's like Elaine's Christmas card on Seinfeld. Totally, 100%. Yeah,
I don't remember that one. What does Elaine's Christmas card have?
Oh my God, she had a little slip in her Christmas card, and she sent it to everyone. And I think Kramer might have noticed it like right off the bat, and she was like, oh, "I sent that to my Nana." Like it was so funny.
That's hilarious.
A wardrobe malfunction.
I used to live right next to the soup place in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, did you?
I never went in because it was really overpriced soup, and I could make my own dang soup. But like,
that shit was good though. I love a good soup.
Like if I worked there, I would definitely be like, "No soup for you." You know?
And I thought the guy originally was like just an employee of that place. Is that a real fact? Anyone?
No.
I don't know. I do love that show.
I hope he made some money because he was really hilarious. And definitely, that was an iconic moment for that show.
Like
totally.
Regularly.
Oh my gosh. How
Katie
long did you live in New York?
Oh, sorry.
I was there, while I was studying, of all things, opera performance in New York.
We're waiting for that part of the show. Is that going to come at the end?
We were hoping you would sing in Bead.
Oh my goodness. I need like some warning or something, because like
I know.
That actually does sound like a nice idea. I just like don't know what would come out of my face if I started singing right now. That is so funny. We should do like a beads and music show. I think people have poked me to do that before, and I'm like, okay.
Holidays.
What you say for the holidays?
For the holidays.
I do love a Christmas Carol.
Holiday party and then sing for all of us.
Yeah.
I have pretty much every Christmas Carol memorized.
I started this as a bracelet, but now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it's meant to be a necklace.
Ooh, yeah, it does look like a necklace to me. It's beautiful.
Doesn't it?
Oh, wow.
Really? I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
okay,
not just
Sarah,
really fun.
If we do a Christmas show, will you be in the choir?
No. Do you want people to watch and hang out? No. Hey, are you still singing at Berkeley too?
I'm not right now.
That's common knowledge, right? That you sing
I was at a choir at UC Berkeley for last semester, and then.
Do you think you'll do that again?
I actually got a choir job starting in September.
Where?
So if folks want to come at a church, that's the main gig that folks can get for as a regular gig for singers.
Yeah.
So if folks in the Bay Area want to come hear a choir every Sunday, you could come see this Jew at your favorite local church.
Love it.
My girls might really love that. You should tell us where when you get closer to it, because maybe we'll surprise you.
They actually do stream every service, so if my folks find out what church it is, they can watch that every week.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta be careful what I start talking about.
Just a few days ago, Thomas was passing around a YouTube video of you singing.
He was.
It was like, this guy sings. It
was an old one. Yeah.
Because I think I only have like one video on the internet from like high school at this point.
Beautiful voice.
Gorgeous.
Really,
very
really
sweet.
Special voice.
I appreciate that. Oh my God.
We were oohing and eyeing over it and talking about how talented you are and how beautiful your voice is.
That was very kind. That video is so old, and I should probably put something else on the internet, but I haven't. But occasionally I'll post a video of me walking around the shop singing. I did some I think of some My Fair Lady the other day.
Oh, that's fun.
You never know what you'll get if you're in the gem chat group. It could just be me cleaning up from a live sale, singing. I don't even what the heck was I singing? Oh, I could have danced all night. It must have been that. I think that was my mood.
Amber, I am beading
after doing it for school.
Yeah, I mean, I had to reorient my relationship with performing again after studying it so intensely. Choir's been a lovely way to kind of get going again, because I feel no stress when I'm singing in a choir.
It's social, yeah.
And it's social, yeah. Solo singing is always where I've held way more stress for. It's so much to prepare. Everything's on you. That's always been more stressful to me. And
did you get to just be part of it in the choir, and then that's really joyful.
Yeah, exactly. And it was actually nice when I was in the UC choir. They did one concert with orchestra. Ooh. And I got to do the solos for that, and that was really fun. And many of my Bead family here came out and watched the stream, and that meant a lot to me.
Oh, that's really nice.
And it was the first time I really felt like I got to share that side of me, because I don't know, it's different, singing in a concert, with nice mics. I don't know, everything is I felt like this is actually how I want to share this. It was really nice to be able to do that, and folks were so supportive to come out cheering. Literally folks in my choir were like, what is happening in the YouTube comments? All these people know Sam. What is this? Why
does everybody know Sam?
And I was like, that's my Bead family. They're unstoppable.
That's really awesome. Yeah, supportive group for sure.
Because it was so funny, because it was like a couple parents here and there watching, but then it was all of us.
Yeah. It was like a bead swarm.
Because think of who knows the ins and outs of live streams. It's Bead people.
They do, yeah.
And actively commenting, hanging out, Bead people. No one else. Bead people.
Belinda says, I listened online. You were awesome.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Is so cool.
Deb is asking, have you done any musical theater, Sam?
Oh, I love musical theater. I absolutely adore. I think I've also paused beading at this point. I'm just chatting.
I think that's fair.
I can make a third bracelet, but I'm also enjoying hanging with you guys. So
likewise,
I was in one musical growing up, I believe. I think I was in Mulan. And I haven't done a musical since then, but I actively follow the musical theater world. I got my ticket to go see Sara Bareilles and Into the Woods in 2 weeks, and so I'm all in that world. I love singing that music. Absolutely. Oh my god, look at Shira's comment. Sam's Bead Shop the musical.
Yes,
needs to be developed. So funny. I love it.
Oh my gosh,
hilarious. Oh my gosh.
So I do have some things I made on my thing. Let me add my camera to the stream.
Okay.
See. I've just been playing with the Twilight Sky mix over here, since that's what our little giveaway is right now. And I made a simple little bracelet. I don't know. I think there's a few more openings on here, so it might turn into a multi-strand, but right now it's just the one strand.
Did you just patina that clasp?
This one I had in my stash that I had patinaed already.
With a vintage paint?
Mm-hmm. Well, the ultimate paint is what it's called now. But yeah. So I had this one, and then I also had this one, but since I was using silver components, I went with that one. That is what are these called? Temple clasp, I think.
Yeah, that's the temple clasp.
Which color-wise, this one's perfect, but then it's got the copper, so I ended up going with the silver. And this one I did 3 colors, so it's got a little bit of an ombre going on.
Do you have to put anything on it once you apply the paints?
You don't. And I painted these are from that bead mix too, the Twilight Sky bead mix. And so I painted those as well. You don't have to put anything on it. Once it dries, like while it's still wet, you can wipe it off. But once it dries, it adheres to it. And you could always buy like a clear sealant if you really wanted to, but I have not had any problems with anything ever coming off. So I don't think it's not necessary. They don't say it's necessary.
I'm so glad you showed these because I was like getting interested in the patinas again, like right as they discontinued them.
I know.
And then I never tried out the paints, but it looks amazing.
It's really fun. We love it.
Yeah, it's really nice. They're slightly different, I feel like, in consistency, but the end result is still great.
Like
so
that ombre is absolutely stunning.
Isn't that cool? I think that this particular clasp too, with all of its little details on it, work really well for creating that sort of ombre 3-color thing. And then I kind of did an ombre, I think, on the butterflies too, because I started out with the dark blue, then went to purple.
And those are in the bead mix that we're giving away.
Yeah.
Wow.
So everything except for these hoops. The hoops were from a chain, but all of the beads and the charms, the tassels, and all of these beads, and actually all of these beads that are over here on the side too are in that mix. So it's a pretty good size mix that we're giving away. You just got to spend $59 and it automatically will pop up to your cart.
And you get all those like big beads there in the mix?
Yeah, I was trying to remember if these came from a strand, but I don't remember. I
might have to look at the picture closely because we've had it for a little while, so we end up mixing other things in.
Oh, cool. Oh, so it's like a little surprise you get with your order?
I do feel like I remember being surprised at some of the bigger beads that were in this mix. Yeah, it's the one that you get a surprise with your order.
I love jumbo crystals like those. Like, so much sparkle. Absolutely stunning.
So much.
Make it like hang a tassel from there. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's all you need. Just like a big crystal and a tassel, and you're good to go. You're all set. I'm going to switch back to you, Sara, and see what you're doing over there.
I am making a pair of earrings now.
See what happens when you have like all of these beads? You and Sam are like multiple designs at this point.
Yeah, and then I didn't finish this one, but I feel like I want to put some like gold chain on the back side of it.
Pretty.
Really like just something really simple and easy.
Yeah, I'll have like a gold chain to finish that off.
So pretty. It reminds me of sea glass. It looks like pieces of sea glass.
Yeah, I think that would look really lovely. So I'm going to hold on to that and see what I have in my stash to bring it together. But I will post pictures of everything that I made today. And I'm sure, Sam, you'll give us a picture of what you made too.
Yeah, I'll finish off this bracelet and definitely we can make a little cute little post. I'll post it in the Softflex VIB group, which is such a cute name. Very important beaters.
Yeah,
our most important beaters hang out there.
It's cool to see you. I really have enjoyed seeing you in action with the box, Sara. Just kind of see what elements you've gravitated towards and how you've put things together. I've been really enjoying watching this.
Sara's really good at picking things up quickly and putting stuff together in a really nice way. I always enjoy watching Sara do that too.
You guys are so sweet.
Well, we love you, obviously.
I love you.
And I want, like, Rachel, Sara and I've only got to meet you once in person. I was like, okay, and again.
It doesn't feel that way, though, does it?
No, never.
I have invited you to lunch multiple times. So
this is true. I think the first one got canceled for like rain or something. Remember, like thundering.
COVID, I think. Well, rain, maybe because we were going to eat outside.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think it was just on me.
Yeah,
no, the weather had something to do with it.
No, but
I'm happy to see you anytime because we actually live quite close to each other. So
I know I'm not good about like driving north, and I have like good friends up north. Just like get in my car, driving because you're up to like about an hour north. My friend's like a half hour further. And it's like it's like a lovely drive. It's very pretty. I should do it more.
I know. Yeah. Well, we're coming into Oakland in like a month for a field trip. So maybe I will email you and maybe you'll be around that day and we can get
Yes.
lunch or something. But I'll have the girls. So be prepared for lots of kid
shenanigans.
I love I love your whole family.
And if Evelyn finds out you can sing, she will be so fascinated.
Should we? Is she a Disney? What is she? What does she love?
She loves Disney, but her if you ask her what she wants to be when she grows up, she always says a singer. Always.
Wow.
That's the thing she wants to be when she grows up. So
she's gonna be so enthralled with you. She's gonna be like, "Tell me everything,"
and I'm gonna be like, "Let's do a sing along."
True.
Oh, I love it.
And I'll be like, "And look, he still ended up selling beads." So
right, it all comes back around. It all comes back to beads.
Is Softflex ever get involved in like the Oakland bead shows ever?
We have, but I am kind of trying not to do bead shows. I'd like to just visit bead shows.
And do you want to come visit the Oakland bead show? We're setting up a Sam's Bead Shop like maker table, and you could come like host an hour of it if you want.
Of course, yeah. Let me know. I'm happy to come help in that way. I like doing that kind of stuff. Having a booth at a bead show is just really tough. It's hard work. I like connecting with everybody online where I can see people from all over the country, you know, like really enjoy interacting with lots of different people. I mean, there's some nice things about being in person, but I'd rather do it more in like a maker space. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Well, I will send you the details on that because I'm getting that cooking with the whole bead show in November.
Cool.
To do our first like Sam's Bead Shop public event. So I would love.
That's gonna be so fun.
I would love to put some Softflex out on the table for folks to play with and all that sort of thing.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, please do. That sounds great. Hey, thanks for being here, Sam. It's always a pleasure when we get to spend any time with you, but to spend a whole hour and 15 minutes is extra pleasure. So
I've loved every minute of this. It gets more fun every time, I think. I don't know why.
Of course,
but
because we get to know each other a little bit better each time, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then hopefully you'll be back next Wednesday when we launch all of our Customer Appreciation Week kits with 10 different presenters who have 10 different unique project ideas that you get to learn for free during our Softflex Customer Appreciation Week, which is coming up in the middle of September. The Customer Appreciation Week will be happening during the day, Monday through Friday, but everything will be available on replay. And so you can watch it with us live. You can also watch it after as many times as you want. So it's just a really special week. We're going to have lots of giveaways. We'll have lots of special sales from all 10 companies. We will have a really neat swag option for you to purchase that is really special that Kristen's making right now. So it's going to be pretty fantastic. And we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're launching, I think, a kit in 3 different colorways for it. And I'm very excited.
Ooh.
All the fire polish, all the English cuts, all my favorite Softflex colors. Like, it's gonna be great.
All the beautiful things. Oh, you guys.
So this is like our
mark your calendar to get that we're gonna be kicking it off next Wednesday at 3 p.m. right, Pacific time. Yeah.
It has a very similar feel to the Great Bead Extravaganza. If you love the Great Bead Extravaganza, then you'll love our Softflex Customer Appreciation Week. But what's really nice about it is it's only a one-time event every year, and it is a new slate of people. And it's not the same people. Some people from Great Bead Extravaganza will be there, but some won't be. And so it will feel very fresh and new, and the designs will feel really different because you're getting new perspectives. So it's going to be a ton of fun. What are the September dates? Thomas will look on the calendar right now and post those so that you can get them on your calendar. But thank you so much for sharing your July bead box with us, Sam. There were only 20 left when we started the show. If you want to grab one of these bead boxes, you need to head over to
Sam. Oh, if you want one of the July boxes, samsbeadshop.com.
And if you want if you want to subscribe.
Oh, you're already like 5 years ahead of me on this. samsbeadbox.com and code SOFTFLEX gets you $5 off your first subscription box.
Perfect.
Wow.
And make sure that you also join Sam's Bead Shop's Facebook group and hang out there. As you can see, he's got a fabulous crew that follows him around even to choir practice.
A loyal bunch.
Very much.
Well, you will love it. So make sure you go follow him there as well. Did Thomas get those dates for,
yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah,
throw them up there. September 12th through the 16th is the big week. We'll have 3 presentations a day, Monday through Friday. That is 15 presentations.
I was just going to say that. I'm like, there's going to be 3 a day.
Epic.
I know I'm on that Friday, so if folks want to block off their Friday.
And I think Nile, unless the schedule gets shifted.
No, you're right. Nile and I are both on the 16th. So y'all block off your y'all take your calendar.
Take the day off. Oh, it's the week of Rosalinda's birthday. What a great birthday celebration.
Ooh, perfect.
That's exciting.
Shira's planning out the musical in the gem chat.
Perfect.
Maybe you'll be able to announce those details during the presentation.
I will just come on stage and say how fantastic Sam is.
You'd be a great host, Sara.
Yeah, we could have some good like voice of God moments in the show.
Narrator.
Yeah. And then the set design will be done by Kristen.
Yes, of course. I did do that in high school. I did paint set designs.
James, we got to get James involved in some way too.
Oh, he might be a good stage manager, but he'll grumble a lot.
But he'll do a great job. He is super creative too, so he could probably help me out with set design as well.
He's very good with like managing projects too. So like, I need a little bit more of that in my life.
So we're just gonna have James do a bunch of stuff.
Have him for your musical, but then he comes back to song.
Deal.
All right, we better go. Thank you so much for being here, Sam. And of course, you can find us, Kristen and I, at softflexcompany.com. Spend over $59 and get the Twilight Sky bead mix for free. We also have free shipping on orders over $65. And what am I forgetting? Come join us on Friday with Cynthia Thornton of Green Girls Studios.
That's
we will
amazing.
be on at 12 p.m. Pacific on Friday. So a little bit of a different time, 3 p.m. Eastern. And she will be opening our Peace and Love design kit. You can still find those on our website and make along. And then, you know who's coming next week? Is it Kay? Oh, no, next week.
Kay, or it could be Cassandra.
Kay will also be opening our Peace and Love design kit. So we have 2 more designers coming on with that kit. If you haven't
too far in advance, I don't know what's going on. It's like I'm usually like just the next step out. Like, what's the next one?
Speaking of Peace and Love, you have your necklace on today.
I do.
From the kit.
Oh my gosh, I love this necklace. I love it. It's really fun. Speaking of seed beads, I got kind of fun, kind of fancy with seed beads on this design.
You can find that design on our YouTube channel. Kristen just filmed that on Monday. So the Softflix Company YouTube channel. Did you have one last thing to share, Sam?
Oh, well, we were talking about kits and that your last kit, Love is Love. This is the first time a customer has sent me a piece back from one of the kits. This is from Jocelyn.
That was really sweet.
And
that's beautiful.
This has the cubes and what other elements were in? I don't know what was in the kit, but like it features the kit beads.
What a great bracelet idea! It looks so good.
It's really nice.
These 2 loops to make it adjustable because I took forever to tell her my bracelet size.
She's like, all right, I'm just gonna make it easy. That's a great idea too.
What is that?
Yeah, she has like the coolest buttons. She just found this triangle button she used.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful design.
I wear it all the time. It's so sweet.
Those cubes were such a hit.
The hearts.
Oh, it's got the heart in there from the mix.
I loved that kit. Thanks for helping on that kit. That was so fun.
When
you're doing Summer of Fun, we're doing Summer of Love. Love is love, peace and love.
So you're doing like throwback.
All the love.
Yeah, our next kit is a Foxy Lady. So we are like way into the throwback right now. I don't know what was going on when we planned these kits in a row, but we were all over it.
When you did that like retro Valentine, was it the retro Valentine's or was it a retro different holiday? What was it?
Retro Christmas. Yeah, we did retro Christmas.
True. Vintage.
I love all these like those retro color combos. I think it's such a smart way to like put beads together. It's really like makes it kind of like nostalgic and fun.
Yeah, and they're color combinations that you don't always do now, but they really work, and it does remind you of a certain time, you know. So,
because obviously I was there in the '60s, and I remember it well.
Yeah,
obviously.
I was at Woodstock.
The three of us could talk forever, and
we could,
and going,
we could,
and going.
I know.
But we're
not supposed to talk more. Okay, bye-bye.
It's a good thing we have Sara to kind of rein us in a little bit here. She's like, all right.
I mean, I would too. It's quite lovely. I have swim lessons to go to though, unfortunately.
Oh.
I mean,
Sam, I gotta share this. Hold on. Sam's
all right.
16 name was Moonbeam. I just have to throw that in. Not a bad kit name, actually.
Good. That's good.
Moonbeam. We are having a kit meeting next week.
Yeah.
Moonbeam.
I like that.
Oh.
Can I put a
Moonbeam in everybody? This was fun.
Everybody. We really loved it. I'm so glad you were here to spend time with us. Thanks for sticking around all the way to the silly end here. We love all of you.
It's like we got Bead slap happy at the end.
Sam back next week. With a lot of the other presenters, and then we'll have them back in September for Customer Appreciation Week. So we're looking forward to that. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and we will see you on Friday.
Have fun with